Hello guys, how are you? Let's continue our discussion, part two of the human person in the society. What are the different forms of society? Take note, the last discussion that we were dealing with social contracts, right? So social contracts, what can we learn? What can we remember? There is the contract, social contract according to uh, Thomas Hobbes, John Locke, Jean-Jacques Rousseau, and the rest of them. Okay, so we'll have to study them because they are very important. Their ideas are very important. How they form, what is the principles or the philosophy that would lead us to understand or to give reasons why we need to have social contract theories in order to form society. Okay. And ultimately, what is our lesson? Our goal of our lesson is to be able to realize that in order to become a human person, you need to have to build relationship with a society. What are the different forms of society? Before, so look back on uh, uh, previous the previous discussions. I mean, the previous in the history of mankind. These are some of the societies that's being established in the history of mankind. So the first society is the hunting and gathering society. Before this was their society, the hunting and gathering society. Yung, ito yung society nila na it is the simplest form of society, the earliest also. This is what they call it the nomadic society. What does it mean? Members are generally treated equally and decisions are based on consensus. So when we try to put more emphasis on that, what is the how do they give their interests as individual? They members every individual is treated equally. So walang walang sa ditong age na ito, nomadic age, walang no one is kanang way manghinaway ba no one is to discriminate uh, because everyone is equal and every decisions are uh, depende kung gusto mo, no? Consensus according to the pleasure of those people uh, with you. So consensus. Nomadic. Next society is what we call pastoral society. This is characterized by the domestication of animals for food, for a more stable and predictable food supply. So here, what's the main point or the goal? What is the goal? The domestication of animals for food. They are now starting to bank food through gathering of animals, no, or uh, killing animals, banking for food for a more stable and predictable food supply. Killing or taking good care of animals. Okay, pastor, shepherd. You are to eat you are uh, to lead, to preserve, to eat, to take care of somebody belonging to your group or your family. Pastoral society often produce surplus food, okay, and resources. Okay, kung iba't ibang society, kung ang society, ang pastoral society, ah, they have so much food because their concern is food supply. So that's why they have the surplus food and resources. So when we look at that, okay, uso yan 'di ba sa noon uso yan or even ngayon 'no, ito'y uso na panahon ni Moises, panahon ni Jacob, they are they are doing pastoral society. Why? Because they have a lot of 100 cows, 100 sheep, yung gano'n, 'di ba? They have herds, okay? They have surplus of food. And that is another kind of society. Their concern, their interest is for the embankment or uh, for for the stability of food in their household. This leads to the emergence of specialized tasks in the community. That's why they are there to build their own guild, to build their own guild and family, to build their own uh, according to the group, according to their family. No, for example, kayamanan, it, the family welfare, the family's wealth. They are building family's wealth and welfare. So that's why every part of every individual in a guild is given specialized task in a community. Okay? So that's pastoral society. Every people involved in a society like that has a task in order to inbank uh, stability of food that you will not be kung ano, you will not be uh, iba't ibang tao diyan may trabaho. Ang lang main concern is to stabilize their food supply that they will not get hungry. Horticultural society. What is horticultural society? Primarily engages in the small scale cultivation of plants, fruits, and vegetables and the domestication of animals. So, dito hindi na more of animals. Ay, hindi na lang animals only, but also now a small scale cultivation of plants, fruits, and vegetables. Kung meron kayong garden sa inyong bahay, ito kayo, Horticultural Society. We have the our own cultivation of plants, fruits, and vegetables uh, in our in our society. Okay, every individual is encouraged to to cultivate plants and fruits in our our that's our primary according to Horticultural Society. This is semi-nomadic, and the assignment of tasks and of occupations were often based on gender. So nandito na pumapasok na yung self-interest natin with regards to gender. So, tasks are arranged or distributed according to gender. Yung iba, yung lalaki yung magtatanim, yung babae naman yung mag-aani or I don't know, in a family. So the point here is that uh, still not just on food, embankment of food, but also the starting point of making a society dealing with uh, cultivation of plants and vegetables, fruits. Okay, horticulture society. Agrarian or agricultural society, ito na parang making more pumapasok na tayo sa starting of complexities. Hindi na ito semi-nomadic, nomadic pa yun sila kanina. Ito, agricultural society. What makes it different now? Ah, it is involves large-scale and long-term cultivation of crops and domestication of animals. Long-term cultivation of crops and domestication of animals. Yung kanina, parang per kuan lang 'no, pang society, per purok, per barangay. Pero ito, large scale na, large scale, long-term cultivation of crops. Okay. So this is something agricultural. This is characterized by improved technology. Na nagagawa ito dahil mayroon ng mga improved technology. Say improved technology, meron ng mga nanay magtanom, nanay mag-harvester, nanay mga galing. So, para may mapadalian yung activities in a society, because of this reason, the the improvement of technology, merong adjustment also in the form of society. Why? Because they bend and on the uh, they bend on the technology that they have during that time. Okay, this is a very important use of tools in the aid in farming. So the rise of agrarian uh, agricultural technology. Okay, so what do you expect? What do you expect, students? Diba? If there's that, then we will go what is faster, what is bigger, and what is a large scale. So that's why this is a large scale cultivation of crops. This give rise also to the growing population and a more structured social system. So ito na, dahil meron na lang mga improved technology sa agrarian agricultural society. So, meron na silang more structural social system. Paano ba natin ito gagawin? They have the more social systems, no? They established, they could not avoid to build or establish social relations with regards how to communicate, to improve, how to use the the technology in agricultural society. Okay. Then next, feudal society. What is feudal society? This is based on the ownership of land. Iba na naman ito. Ito ay iba na. Mayroon na lang ownership. May na nag-aari na ng lupa. Okay. This is originated during the medieval age in Western Europe. Okay. Members of society are organized uh, based on status. Na ito na, dahil sa feudal system, meron nang nagmay-ari ng lupa, nakabili ng lupa, hindi na ang lupa para sa lahat. May nag-aari na, may nag-aari na na isa or ah, dalawa. Okay, okay lang. Okay. So, this is organized based on status. Okay. And the social relations are characterized by dependence. So, ito na. Yung social relationships nila dito, parang nawawala na yung, 'di ba, say feudal, meron na nagmay-ari ng isa, dalawa, tatlo, yung mga malalaking mga kalupaan. So, anyway, this has changed some of this has changed a lot with regards to the social relations that they have developed during that time. Eh, meron na mag-aari ng mga lupa. So they have developed dependence. Dependence on those kings, those who are in the high class. Okay. In the feudal society, there are kings, nobles, and lords, knights, peasants, and serfs. Okay. The king owned all the land in the country and made all the laws. He gave an area of land called a file to rich lords and nobles. In return, the lords and nobles agreed to supply the king with soldiers and horses for his army. The nobles gave some land to professional soldiers. And in return, these knights fought for nobles and the kings, and the peasants worked the land for the nobles and knights who in turn offered them protection. Okay, dito na nag-start ang feudal society. What do you expect? So ito na, naiba na yung kanilang ah, social relations with regards to this. Meron ng mga nasa taas, meron ng nasa ibaba. Industrial society, what is this? Based on the use of specialized machinery in the production of goods and services. Dito na. Hindi na lang sa agricultural society, pero nandyan na yung rise of industry, no? Yung mga manufacturing, gagawa ng sapatos, gawa ng mga ready-made na mga shirts, ready-made na mga bagay dahil they are uh, uh, brought by industry, no? Industry. Okay. So the production of goods and services, industrial revolution. Na manarbaho na. Mao na ning panahon na nga manarbaho na. Okay? Technological advances in this period resulted in improved trade and commerce. No? Grabe ni improve yung trade and commerce. Why? Because of industry. No? Paspas kayo ang production, and because paspas ang production, paspas pod ang buy and sell and trade and commerce for the benefit of the community. How about the work is done in factories? So the work is not more privately done, but publicly in an industry in a structured social system. This lead to greater inequalities in wealth, power, and influence. This one is what is the other side of industry. There is the rise of capitalists, no? That there will be now greater inequality in the wealth, ang mga kings, nobles, dato, dili lang kay nobles maybe, they become richer, they become powerful, and they have more influence. Now, after the industry, the post-industrial society. Okay? So, dahil na yung trabaho, what is after the post-industrial society? Marked by the establishment of societies based on knowledge. Okay, dito na. Hindi na lang puro trabaho, manufacturing, but also in the establishment of society based on knowledge, information, and sale of services. So, ito na yung what makes it different right now, 'di ba? Hindi na basta-basta na trabaho lang na ah, yung una, 'di ba? Very good yung una dahil concern is for the preservation of the embankment of food. Pero dito sa industry, yung concern nila is yung industry yung para mapalawak yung pag-production of massive production of goods and goods. Pero now in the industrial society, it not just about the goods, but about also the sales of services. Okay? Yung serbisyo, eh, not about the goods, but how the sale is being given or being done. And it's not the work is about the how is the work is being uh, uh, rolled out. Okay, the trend has shifted from industry to the generating storage, manipulation, and sale of information. Hindi na, no? Sale of information dahil because what do you think is the reason? Because of the high uh, high high rise of competition. Because of the high rise of competition. Ano nangyayari sa human relations dito? Kompetensya, grabe kay kompetensya. So that's why we tend to sell the knowledge itself. Now, there is what we call a virtual society. This is what we call a virtual society. What happens in this virtual society? This is there we always uh, involved with the informations, no? Informations for the we we sell informations, and if we sell informations, then there you have. You will be able to understand what is the Why do you need this essential, these goods? So what happens now to the human relations? We are more of now of understanding. We must have always have the knowledge of everything that we interact with people. That's why dili importante kay karon na maka-eskwela. Importante kay karon na maka aron makabalo ka unsay imong kinahanglan, unsay imong maka-communicate ka sa mga tao sa panahon karon. That's why cellphone, internet, because of that, we are now more concerned of the knowledge of uh, the sales, the knowledge of the manipulation of informations with regards to the goods we are selling. We are more of ano na uh, information disseminations. So digital citizen is a person who is knowledgeable and responsible enough to effectively use different social platforms in the internet. They often engage in useful topics and issues that will help build a better society, politics, and government. Yes, it's good. It shifted from also from informations, the world of informations, and it will also lead to a clearer, uh, very structured social relations, social system, and still, uh, the main point is it could still provide uh, something for the benefit of the society, okay, through knowledge. How does the society influence our development as persons? The persons and society have a very dynamic relationship in which one cannot exist without the other. So we are now drawing ourselves to the conclusions and the realizations that we could have on our lesson on the human person in the society. Society may influence our development as persons in a various ways. Society influences the interactions of its members through the establishment of norms, set of traits and behaviors that society consider acceptable. So take note of this, no? Don't forget this one. Society, what the value of society? It influences the interaction of its members through the establishment of norms. Yan, society, nagagawa natin, na-establish natin yung norms. Don't forget the UCSP, di ba? Establish natin yung norms. And with that norms, that's one unifying thing that gives us and standard of living, standard of relating to other people. When members of society do not conform to the established norms, one can experience negative consequences. If you are not to conform with the norm, then you can experience negative consequences. For example, punishment or social stigma. Norms are one of the ways society regulates the behavior, establish and disestablish social order. So, what are the other things that could be established or as the middle, ways that could be able to establish just like norms in dealing with social relations. So maybe this could be established the laws, more formal than stringent norms that establish define acceptable behavior of citizens. Laws, folkways, these are less formal norms that arise from tradition and do not result in punishment. Social system, this is an organized and patterned set of relationships among individuals and groups that compose a society. An organized and pattern. This is what we call a social system. Social role are actions and behaviors expected of a certain individual. Take note, social role. In a society, we become human persons, we have to understand that we have social roles to take. These are actions and behaviors expected of a certain individual. You are a leader, then be a leader. Teacher, they are a teacher. You are. having a social role. Student, you're a student, okay? Because this is how is it suggests us. This is how we are being defined according to our norm in a society. Social groups and social classes, okay? These are the group of individuals who share similar backgrounds or perform similar roles. Okay? Mm. These are the in regards to social classes. We have that right now, no, in our community. And take note, this has influenced our social relations because of the social groups that we have in our community. This is the way we are. We have our backgrounds. Social institutions. We have also the groups that people perform vital functions in society. These are the social institutions. So, society also transforms human relations, which leads to the transformation of its members. We have also social values, our actions or ideals that are considered important by society. And we have also generation gap, the conflict among people of different ages when discussing certain topics. Because with regards to social relations, these we cannot really deny there is different gaps in regards to understanding norms. Because maybe if every age, according so far in the sociology, there are three groups. That is the primary group, secondary group, and the tertiary group, which is what we call the adult group, in which I know is has 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 different uh, uh, norms to discuss. No? In a group of the children, the group of the youngsters, and the group of the adults. This has different uh, norms that maybe in the long run, in the process, could experience different generation gap. How does this society enable me to become a better person? What you shall do? How you be able to, as an individual, how will you become a better person in a society? You have to, you have the freedom to rise above circumstances and make ourselves into something different or better. Then society will recognize the capability of the person to develop and provide its members with opportunities to become a better themselves. And persons can also undertake to contribute to society through their decisions and actions. So by the use of your freedom, you can have it all. You can have the freedom. Uh, Important thing is that it is for the common good of the people. A social movement is a large-scale action done by various groups, organizations in pursuit of the common goal to bring a change. Okay, this is why this lesson we're able to discuss all and every social uh, entities or social informations that would be able to lead us to become a better version of ourselves in a community. We become a human person. Good day. God bless and study more. Continue studying, continue understanding, continue reading, realizing things because everything has a philosophy on it, has a principles. Try to understand. This is what we become as. This is we are humans. Everything is important. Everything is rational. Uh, the top of this is has a rationality. We must be rational to understand things because this is who we are. God bless us and good day.